Get rich fast with csgofast.com.
Hello everyone, we are here at the ESL TV studios in Katowice, Poland for the ESL One Cologne, it's quite a hard name to pronounce, ESL One Cologne 2016 main qualifier. We do have 8 spots on offer across the next 4 days. We have HellRaisers' first match already behind you. You already beaten Splyce. Let's talk about the preparation a little bit about last month as well, because you had a busy month, but then you had about 2 weeks. So how did you use those 2 weeks after almost three tournaments in a row? How did you use those 2 weeks as preparation?
Okay, so the last months were really busy for us, and especially the tournament in Kiev in Olympijski Stadium. It was really hard for us to play because it was we were just exhausted, I would say, and our game has been already just broken, and we were behind the meta. So we used these last 2 weeks to full preparation. We practiced, I don't know, like 10 days, a lot of hours per day, and we try to fix as many things as possible, and we feel ready for this one, because we just felt really comfortable on practice matches against tier 1 teams, tier 2 teams, and we just managed to pull really good numbers against them. So I hope it will pay off here.
Okay, so considering the system has changed quite a bit, and you don't really know who you're going to face. It's going to be random all the way through, so you pretty much have to prepare for all 16 teams. So how much have you spent on actually looking at those other teams?
Well, we spent quite an amount of time for this because, I mean, this is all we care about, the major spot, but we have special guys in HellRaisers who are focusing on this part of CS, to watching enemy teams, and they give us info before the match on papers, what is their tendencies, what they like to do, and we just play off of that, basically.
All right, so talking about Splyce a little bit, actually no, let's go back to the system. Just tell us what you think about it. Just tell us how you think it's going to be better or worse potentially compared to the other system.
I personally think it's a really big step forward for the teams and for the spectators as well. They get to see, I think, more matches, I believe, than they used to before. Now it's basically you have to win 3 best-of-1s instead of 2 best-of-1s to advance. So it eliminates this random matchup that could go anyway, and then teams like Splyce basically advanced to the major before, because they had a really luck group, I would say. They had luck in the matches, and this system eliminates this possibility.
All right, so talking about Splyce, you did have quite a few hiccups there. The second round comes. It's really right off the bat. The second round you lost that. You seem to have this problem especially with second rounds, but overall with force buys on the other side. Where do you think that stems from? Where do you think the problem is?
Well, to be honest, their second round, I believe it was some kind of execute, which we weren't prepared for. We usually don't face in practice matches in Europe the executes the second round, so that's why it threw us off, and we have to be prepared for it when we will play NA teams during the tournament. So we had a really bad positioning, and in that round, I mean, it was good positioning against light buys and buys that EU teams tend to do, but against this execute it was really bad played by us. And I don't know, hiccups were here. I think it was just nervousness, and I don't know what to say. I just felt comfortable, but our team play wasn't there yet.
Okay, so I do have to ask about the ninja defuse, because you were kind of hunting all at the same time, and 2 guys left with pretty much like 15 seconds to go to the plant. What happened in that whole situation?
So we knew the position of both guys, that they are stuck in a drop room area with OB and M4, and we knew that this is crucial round for their economy. We tried to hunt them down, but we left our gap in window, and they came through connector to A, I believe. We didn't just watch this part of the map. It was our mistake, for sure. It was a communication mistake, but when I look back at this round, it helped us quite a bit, because the next round we won. And the next 2 rounds, they were on eco or semi-buys, so because of this one ninja defuse, we faced 3 easy rounds instead of 3 hard rounds where they have stacked up economies. But I think it was for sure a mistake, but in the end it ended up really good for us.
So towards the end, you had quite a bit of rounds in a row. You didn't really have a problem there. Did you manage to adapt to their playstyle? How did those last rounds kind of came about?
Well, to be honest, on T side, we had really a lot of rounds because of our good systematic play and default, our good systematic strats as well. We didn't use a lot of new strats. We didn't want to show our enemies what we prepared. So we basically played our old style we used to do in DreamHack, in Tours, in Kiev, in Sea-Volans in England. So we just came back into those old fashion strats, and it worked against them. So we have a lot up our sleeves still.
Okay, so lastly, obviously the expectation here is to advance, but are there any teams that you might worry about facing?
Well, we have a quite bad record against Dignitas, I believe. We didn't win a lot of matches against them, despite them being close. Then the G2 has a really good form right now. Envias is a really tough opponent. Mouse Sports as well, we always play close, and sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but on LAN anything can happen, especially in best of ones. So I'm not afraid of them, but it will be a harder matchup than, for example, against some CIS teams or Splyce.
All right, thank you very much. So this was the first interview from the main qualifier for ESL One Cologne, the next major. Stay tuned to HLTV.org as we're going to come back with more interviews in the coming hours.